In each episode of this series, I will offer an applicant a blind choice of either a pleasant experience, a treat, or a darker trick. They won't know which one they've chosen, and they may not know how or when it will happen to them. All the applicants responded to advertisements. These are the 6 people that I've selected. They just don't know it yet. Welcome to Trick or Treat. Tonight's applicant is Stephen. He is something of a conformist who lives an ordered life and, like most of us, is used to doing what is told. Using coercion and suggestion, we're going to look at the fine line between sanity and insanity and let Stephen step for a brief while over that line. And his journey to madness starts in this black cab. After having dinner in North London, Stephen has called this taxi to take him to a nearby underground station.
Whereabouts are you going to, mate?
However, the driver is an actor who has been briefed to ignore Stephen and drive 10 miles in the opposite direction towards this alleyway. There he'll find more actors who have been briefed to unnerve him and test his reaction to people outside of his normal and safe world.
Hello? Excuse me, where are you going?
All of the windows are sealed shut and the doors are locked.
Oh. Can you stop the car, please? If you don't talk to me, I'm going to call the police.
Although we have complete control of the taxi, we didn't count on him calling the police.
Please, please. Hi, I'm stuck in a taxi. This guy, I don't know where he's taking me, but he won't. I've been knocking on the glass door, and he won't talk to me. And he's supposed to have dropped me off at a tube station, and we're not going to any tube station. We passed loads. And Steve. Oh, there's a thing on the window where the driver is, and it says it's the number of this cab, so it looks like the number's been removed. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. No, I don't know where I am. This is really, really not good. He's taking me somewhere, isn't he? This is an emergency. Oh God. Take me down a dark alley. Fucking hell, where are we going? Where the fucking hell is he taking me? I don't know. What the hell is going on? Oh my God. Fucking hell. What is... There's loads of nutcases outside. Fuck. There's loads of weirdos outside. Shit. What's going on? Oh my God, I know what's going on. It's Derren Brown. Oh. Hello. I'm on the phone to the police at the moment.
Do you want to hang up?
They want to speak to someone. Hello?
Yeah, I'm of course. No, it's very embarrassing. I'm sorry. Take care. Cheers. She volunteered to be on the show.
Yes.
A little while ago. And we'd love to use you.
Okay.
Alright, let me explain to you how the show works.
Right.
You get to make a choice of one of these 2 cards. Alright? One of them says trick, and one of them says treat.
Right, okay.
Now, if you pick the card that says treat, then what happens to you will be something nice. And if you pick the one that says trick, then it won't be.
Okay.
Okay? Do you want to play?
Yep, go for it.
Okay, great.
I think that might be the police again.
Do you want to cut them off?
Shall I?
Yeah. Okay. Here's your contract you need to sign. This just allows us to do anything we like with it. What's your name at the bottom?
Right.
Oh. Thank you very much. One man's sanity is another man's insanity. One man's treat is another man's trick. So you're going to choose one of these 2 cards. Just choose one by putting your finger on one or the other. That one there. Stephen's taxi ride is just the start of a longer and stranger journey that will reveal what could so easily exist in all of us.
Thanks very much.
Speak to you soon.
Okay, thanks.
More of Stephen's story later. The idea of vibrational energy systems existing within our bodies that can be triggered by a variety of crystals is a mainstay of New Age thinking.
Do you believe in, or what are your thoughts on crystal energy, crystal healing power, that kind of thing? What are your kind of thoughts on that?
I'm kind of open on it. It wouldn't be my natural
No.
inclination.
But you clearly are sort of, in your heart, quite sceptical about it as a...
It would never have been my port of call, no.
I sort of don't believe in it, or certainly don't believe in a lot of it. But I think, like a lot of these things, there are little nuggets of truth in it that have sort of got blown out of proportion and exaggerated. And with crystals and so on, what it's based on is the scientific fact, if you like, that we are all molecular beings. We're all made of molecules which vibrate. Crystals also vibrate, and they vibrate at different and discrete frequencies, and sometimes those frequencies will work in harmony with or against other things that are vibrating, like us, for example. And you get people that can't wear quartz watches, and it's because their own vibration, if you like, is sort of overwhelming this tiny bit of quartz, which is too close to their own vibration, or working against it somehow, and their watch consistently stops. But what's interesting about it is that you can use it the other way. If you take a larger piece of quartz, you can use it to override or interfere with the person's own kind of energy flow, if you want to use that word. So look, I'll show you this because it's really interesting. Take your two fingers, like that, as if you just lift up the mug. Perfect, and put it back down again. So it's relatively comfortable. Slightly odd angle, maybe.
Yeah,
fairly
that was all right.
All right, okay, good. So I want you to do the same thing, but I'm going to put one of these on the back of your hand, so you might need to just sort of try and get the back of your hand flat. That's it, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so just keep that on the table for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the other aspect, what I think makes these things work, especially when you start getting into the healing end, is people's expectation that certain things are going to happen, and you kind of create that yourself.
Yeah.
So that psychological aspect of it is important. I want you to look at the quartz, and you listen to me, and just imagine that hand becoming weaker and weaker. And as you do that, as you keep focusing on the quartz, genuinely try and lift the mug, while at the same time you focus on that kind of energy sapping out of your hand. Really try, just with those two fingers. Go on, just try. Really heavy, but keep... What's happening as you're trying?
Ridiculous, man. That's okay. Yeah.
And heavy?
I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop it.
Really heavy?
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
So what was, just as you were doing that, what did that feel like?
Oh, God. It felt really heavy. It felt
Okay.
stupidly heavy, yeah.
And you're genuinely trying? You're not just helping
I was
it?
trying.
Lift it?
No, I don't want to help you at all.
No.
No.
So you're genuinely trying?
I was exerting the same amount of pressure.
Try this, it works both ways. Stand up, stand up. I'll stick with the same stone. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this in the other hand. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm left-handed.
That's what I thought. Okay, so hold that there.
Hold it?
Right.
Okay.
So with your other hand,
Yeah.
you're going to hold on to just the end of the pencil there. All right.
Okay.
Now don't lift it yet. Just
Okay,
hold it there
just
like
hold
that.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, now try not to move.
Okay.
Okay, so what you get is a warmth coming from this, first of all, that will move along here and along this hand to the pencil. So it'll take a moment, and you have to kind of imagine it a little bit, but it's just sort of, again, it's just that sort of weakness. Just gently, just try and lift the pencil straight up. Nothing? Try again?
Stupid.
Nothing?
No.
You genuinely trying?
Yeah, well, I'm lifting a pencil.
Try again?
How hard can it be?
Nothing?
No, nothing.
Excellent. Let go of that.
I'm sweating.
You are, you absolutely...
Is that sexual energy?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Brilliant.
Quite complicated. Work
That's
many
mental.
different layers
That's
going on at the same
mental.
time. There is a form of crystal that we carry around with us all the time that we don't really think of as crystals, but it works on crystalline energy. And what have you got? It's a mobile phone. Have you got one on you?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we've got your number, so can you put that... Oh, it's one of those fancy... Can you put it to settings for me?
I've got a message.
It's from me. Are you sweating?
That's... Oh, no, there we go, yeah.
All right, great. Has it got Bluetooth on it? These Bluetooth?
No, I don't think so.
No, okay.
I haven't.
Can't show you this because I'm not supposed to know about this myself, so I don't want you knowing. Okay. Right. Okay. Take your crisps and sandwich and just hold them like that.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to hold this on the back of your neck. In a moment, I'm going to get somebody to call you. All right? What you'll feel is you should get like a prickling feeling in the back of your neck. All right?
Okay.
It is safe. It's only going to be for like a minute or so. All right? When I tell you to, you're going to try and lift the plate up. Can we call, please? Thank you. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. Focus on the plate. Focus on it. Try and lift.
Fuck off.
Try and lift it. Now keep trying, keep trying, all right? Just keep focusing. I'll take this, just keep focusing. Keep trying to lift it. Right up, tug, hard as you can. Keep going. Excellent, thank you for that. You'll get a few sort of malignant headaches the next couple of days,
cool.
and then it'll go away. Thank you ever so much. Everything I told you about crystals and mobile phones was rubbish, all right? But I did need you to believe that while we were doing it.
Yeah,
so,
of course, I'm happy to believe that.
Excellent,
yeah.
please
Okay.
Thank you very much indeed.
All I can say is I was genuinely surprised that I thought, well, all right, I might be doing a bit of this, but I'm not fucking doing all of it, because that feels like lead now, you know. It's either true that I'm stopping it, or he's doing something mental, or we're both, you know, I don't know.
Stephen received a phone call telling him to be at Trafalgar Square at midday. His ordeal in the taxi will have already placed him in a state of paranoia, so it should take only a few extra pushes from me to take him from a balanced lifestyle to temporary lunacy.
Take me down a dark alley. Fucking hell, where are we going?
There's an actor handing out maps to the passing public.
Map to madness?
Each one contains directions to a room where a machine that I've designed awaits. So far, no one has followed the map. I believe Stephen's personality will impel him to follow the directions that will lead him towards the room. The process requires him to be fully alert, so I've arranged for his journey to be unsettling.
Mate, can you spare some change, please?
No, sorry.
Please, I mean, for a week. Come on, man, please.
On the table, there are instructions that tell Stephen to sit in the chair and put on the headphones. This reprocessing technique is the final trigger in sending Stephen temporarily insane. They say that if you put an infinite number of monkeys and typewriters in a room, you would end up with something amazing, and of course a lot of monkey poo. In America, I wondered if I could get a bunch of bankers to come up with the numerical equivalent.
Thank you very much for coming out and doing this. Let me explain what we're going to do. There's a popular game we have in England, I don't know about you guys here, of guessing how many pieces of candy there are in a jar. Does that ring any bells to you guys? Or sweets, as we call it. But, excellent. Okay, well, this is what we're going to do. You will work in different areas of kind of accounting and maths-related, number-related work, which is kind of, these are the skills that I want to draw on for what we're going to do here. So, bearing that in mind, can we just nominate one of you who I'm just going to put to one side for the moment, and who's going to have a special job? Okay, let's get nicely pushed forward. Can we get a mic on you? Let me explain what your role is here. There's a board and sort of easel just over there. You're going to be writing down people's estimates. The reason why we're doing it like this is that if any of you see or hear what other people are choosing before you, it does tend to influence you, and it makes you sort of gear your own estimations towards what other people have said prior to you. So please do so quietly and don't come back and discuss your figures with anybody else. Amy, you also get to go first, all right? So you please come and have a look at the jar, take a moment, and have your guess. When you've got a number in your head, just let me know. Have you got something?
Yes.
Great. If you head over here for me then. This will be our writing area. You take the pen, put your own number at the top.
Okay.
You'll be person number 1.
Okay.
Great, fantastic. Let's go with the lady there in the middle. Great, and off you go, and somebody else step forward, thank you. Everybody done it? Okay, quite a wide range of numbers. It's a very deceptive thing. The correct number of sweets in the jar is 136. It is only 136, nowhere near as high as it looks, partly because there's something else in the jar, which I'm going to take out in a second. Anybody get close to that? Oh, somebody got 100. Who got 136? Was that you? Oh, congratulations. Just get a mic on you. What's your name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca, come forward for me. Thank you, Rebecca. Good. Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank
Let's
you.
just come around here. There is a couple of other things going on here. First of all, I'm interested in the sort of the psychology of this and how people make their estimations and how they do this. And there's a certain sort of person that tends to do this better than other sorts of people. And also, I got a chance just to have a look at you guys earlier. Right? Just if you take the lid off. Sorry, do you want to just grab all of that for me? Thank you. If you reach inside there, and just you need to reach in the sweets a bit and pull out. There's a sort of a scroll. Great. You want to open that up for us? Now you've got to read this out in your nicest, clearest voice. From the top.
There is a certain type of person who I think will estimate the correct number with the greatest accuracy. Firstly, it will be a woman, not a man. I also expect this to be someone who works in the field of brokerage. Her dress sense...
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Her dress sense will suggest a sharp mind, simple colors, and probably bright colored shoes. Jewelry will be silver and uncluttered, maybe a large ring. There will be at least one other accountant in the family, probably on her mother's side. From looking around the group, I think it will be the girl with the ponytail and the green army-style top.
Are those things right?
They're all correct.
Yes?
Yes.
Accountant, another accountant in the family?
Yes.
Mother's side?
Yes, my mother.
You've got a cat as well?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. I didn't want to write that in case that was wrong. Well, fantastic. And look, for the record, we didn't speak to you beforehand and ask you to tell you how many were in there or ask you to do any of that. And you haven't told us any of these things either.
No, I have not.
Fantastic. Okay, well, thank you very much indeed.
I'm quite impressed.
Well,
Thank
pleased
you
to hear,
very
Rebecca.
much.
The rest of you don't feel despondent, even though some of your estimates were terrible. There's another side to this which interests me, which is for those of you that, well, actually, taking all of you as a group, aside from one person who got it spot on, which I wasn't imagining you'd get it dead on, but you did, which is sensational. Could you just bring the board back over? Let me get you a calculator. You're going to need this. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so we're going to take what you, as an overall group, would have done if you were one entity. If we saw you as one entity, what estimate you would have come up with. So we're going to take the mean of the numbers that you've got. So if you take the calculator there for me, you're going to add up all of those numbers and tell us the grand total. That sounds about right then. Okay, sorry, the total is 2,856. And there are 21 people here, so do you want to divide that number by 21? So we'll end up with the mean of the group.
136.
136, which is what you got,
Yes.
which is the correct amount of sweets in the jar. Sensational. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It was unbelievable that he knew everything about her. Just like dead on, because I know her, and it's just right on. It's unreal. I'll feel very comfortable estimating anything now, since I know I might actually get it right.
135, 136.
Stephen's voyage into the unknown started when he was kidnapped in a taxi.
If you don't talk to me, I'm going to call the police.
Then there was an irrelevant choice with only one outcome. 2 weeks later, he received instructions to go to Trafalgar Square. A map and his curiosity have led him to this room in an old theatre. I've aimed to remove all his normal barriers to acceptable social behaviour. Its effect is only temporary and is perfectly safe, but it is nonetheless very powerful. Around the room, I've left some theatrical props for him to experiment with. The general public are about to experience Stephen's temporary lunacy.